How's she going, boys? Mike here. Welcome back to Grampie's workshop. Boys, I'm glad you dropped in this morning. Down here at the lake, she's some nice this morning. Beautiful blue skies. It's not too hot just yet, but it's going to get stinking today. So we got some work to do on, guess what? The boathouse. Going to put some fascia on her today. Let's get at it. I went to the bank yesterday, got a loan, bought 3 pieces of fascia. Man, oh man, materials are expensive. But everybody's got to make a living, I guess. So anyway, we're going to go get some fascia, cut it up, put her up here and see how we make out. My building's 14 feet long. When I went to the lumber yard to get my fascia board, I needed 1x8 because this is 2x6 rafters I have cut on an angle. So the end face there is about 6 1/4 inches long. They don't make 1x7, so I wanted to get 1x8, then I can cut it back to the right width. But when I got to the lumber yard, the only 1x8 they had was pressure treated, which is, and it was only 12 foot long. They only had 12 foot lengths. So I ended up buying 3 pieces of 12 foot 1x8 fascia, pressure treated. You all know I have a phobia about making cuts. Yeah. So here I am trying to figure out the best way to utilize my wood, have the fewest number of seams on the fascia and make it look as good as I can. So what I'm thinking, this is my plan. I'm going to take a 12 foot piece. I'm going to run it from the left edge over as far as it'll go, cut it off. I should have 2 foot piece left. So then I'll take my second piece of 12 foot fascia, cut a 2 foot piece off of that, put in there. Then I'll take the third 12 foot length that's uncut, do the same thing at the back. So then I'll have to cut off that second piece another 2 feet. So that's bringing me down. I'll have 1 8 foot length of 1x8 fascia left over. So 8 foot length, that's pretty handy length to have. You know, I can find maybe lots of places I could use that, lots of projects. So, and then I'll only have a joint, like 1 joint in the front here, towards the edge. I don't know if there's a better way to do it or not, but that's my plan. So I'm going to put 12 feet and a 2 foot piece on the front and the back, and then save the rest of it. Oh man, cutting wood. I love woodworking. I hate cutting wood. Okay, so what I'm going to do is going to climb up there and measure, because it won't be exactly 12 feet. It'll be 11 something. Hopefully not 12 something. So I think I need a length 143.5, so I can cut that out of my 12 foot length. But before I cut it to width, I'm going to take it back down and fit it, because this is kind of wavy, so I want to make a nice straight visible edge on that. So 143.5, let's go cut that. They say they used a better quality material for pressure treated, but I think that's a PR stunt. 143.5, that's pretty near 144. That's gross. All right, I'll set this up here in my saw and try and cut it square. I think because it's such a long piece, I'll put the square on it. Not bad, let's go. So I thought I was going to have to cut that fascia narrower, but it's turning out it's only 7 inches wide anyways. It's working out pretty good. So, can measure this other end, put that piece up next. I bet you that'll look nice from the space station. The last nail. The back fascia. It looks pretty wide, eh? Like, I don't know whether that's good or not, how wide it is, but that's as wide as it has to be when I use 2x6 for roof rafters, right? Doesn't look that bad. Further away you get, it looks even better. Kind of drips down on this side, but that's that lake side wall that was causing me the grief. So for all intents and purposes, the boathouse is complete now. I can start putting the gear back in it, but I want to do some work on the well enclosure right here beside me. That needs a little bit of work. I got to get the electrical re-established, get that pump working, because that's our outside water, and without that, like, we can't water the gardens, or I need to pressure wash the camp too, get all the debris off it from the storm. So there's still lots of work to do yet. I'd like to thank everybody for watching my little series here on rebuilding the boathouse. I'm stretching it out, I hope you don't mind, but I can only do a little bit at a time, so I do a little bit, make a video about it. I hope you're all having a great week. Stay safe, and we'll talk to you.